is having like a midsummer crisis besides me right now? I'm in this panic mode, like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do to get ready for fall, and what do I need to do to get there? It is 2020. This is a summer like none of us have ever had in our lifetime, and what are we doing to get ready for fall, for quarter 4, when things in our reselling lives get crazy? If you are interested, definitely tune into this video and make sure you stay till the end, because my number 10 tip is a calendar that I use and I know and love so well, and I want to tell you all about it. Hey friends, welcome back to Lori's Boston Found, where thrifted is the new black. My name is Lori. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are new, I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and on eBay. I buy pre-owned clothes for the most part and resell them online for profit. I do this full-time. I've been a full-time reseller, coming up on my 1-year anniversary as a full-time reseller. Since September of 2019, I've been full-time, and I was part-time for about a year before that. Today, I have a really fun topic that I want to discuss with you. I've been in like haul mode and just shopping and doing haul videos like repeatedly and loving every minute of it. But I wanted to take a little sidestep today and talk about organizing for the fall. So this is a time of year. I'm filming this on July 5th. Happy 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody had a great holiday. But in the month of August, I tend to get really amped up for organization. So I've always gone by the academic calendar. I am a mom of 3 kids. My oldest is entering his senior year in college. My youngest is entering his junior year in high school. So I've been at this for some time. So I always start my year in September. I'm not sure where you start your calendar year, but I've always gone with the academic calendar because of my kids. And ironically, I also started my reselling business in August. So it's really in line with how I've normally done my schedule. What's different about 2020, of course, is my organization is kind of turned upside down. And I am just getting to the point now where midsummer, I'm starting to gear up for the fall, but I don't really know what the fall is going to look like. I think my kids are going back to college in the fall. I have 2 that will be at Penn State. As of right now, they're going, but I think most of their classes are going to be online. I'm not sure what Rocco's school is going to look like. I know that my husband is working virtually at least until October. So I really need to reassess what I am used to doing at this time of year in order to get myself motivated and back into that organized mindset. I really love the month of August for planning. So I'm going to give to you today 10 of my top tips for reorganizing midsummer and getting ready for fall. So let's jump right into it. And if you'd like to learn more about reselling and enjoy reseller content, and you enjoy hauls and thrift with me's and what sold videos, consider subscribing today. I would love for you to be part of my community. I release videos every Wednesday and Sunday. So first things first, a lot of the things are typical for what I like to do to get ready for the fall. Some of the steps that I normally take, I have had to tweak given the circumstances right now. So the number one thing I want to start doing is to stop having a quarantine mindset. And by that, I mean, I think with quarantine, I've had this like, I have all the time in the world perspective, and I have woken up much later. I have like hung out on my couch while I drink my coffee and hang out with the dogs and watch Good Morning America. And before I know it, Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest are on, and it's 9 a.m. And yes, I've shared my closet a little bit, and I've responded to a couple emails. I work with my laptop on my lap. However, I'm not doing what I am used to doing, which is when my kids walk out the door at 7:15 during the school year, I immediately clean up the kitchen, I go downstairs, and I either start pulling my shipping for the day or I start photographing. And my shipping and photographing for the day is usually done by 11 a.m. And then I'm off to either thrift or do whatever I need to do for the day. And I am getting such a late start. So the number one thing that I want to start implementing to snap back for fall is I want to start being out of bed by 7 a.m. And honestly, I just don't want to sit on the couch. So if I want to grab my coffee, I'm just going to come into my office and sit at my desk, answer emails at my desk, and just avoid sitting on that couch, because once I sit down, hours go by. And especially with my laptop in hand, because I am working, but I'm not being as productive as I am if I'm sitting at my desk. So 7 a.m. up at my desk. Number 2, I need to list all my summer items. Comment below if you have a pile of bathing suits you haven't listed yet, or shorts or tank tops that you were like, oh, these will be great for summer, and now you have them and you haven't listed them. That is me, guilty. So I need to make that a priority. It is July 5th. We still have a lot of summer left. However, I need to get these items listed before their past season. And ideally, they would have already been listed by now, but this is where I'm at. So I want to get all my summer stuff listed. That's number 2. Number 3 is when I'm out thrifting, I'm starting to buy sweaters and jeans and boots. I'm definitely in the mindset for fall. Quarter 4 is huge for us as resellers, and I just want to be prepped and ready to go. And having fall inventory on hand is going to be a way that I can achieve that. So I'm definitely shopping with fall in mind. I'm trying to pass on a lot of summer things, really thinking long and hard before I'm buying like sandals and open toe shoes, because I've been buying them and I have a lot in my inventory right now. So I'd rather sell through what I have and start thinking about the fall. Number 4, I need to clean my office. Let's be real. I have been neglecting my office ever since we entered phase 2 and I have been able to go shopping. The piles are starting to creep up again. The clutter is in the corner. The inventory is not put away. So I really need to make that a focus. And that is definitely a priority of mine in getting prepared for fall. If I enter fall with a nice clean office and organized bins, I know I will feel so much better about it. So that has to be a priority to just set me up for success in the upcoming weeks and months. I've actually hired my son, Rocco, who is my soon-to-be 16-year-old. He can't work yet because he doesn't turn 16 until the end of July. So he is going to be working with me like 10 to 15 hours a week. And one of the things that I'm going to be doing with Rocco is just bringing him through my entire process and taking notes on what's working and what's not, because I want the flow of my business to be something that anybody can do. So I want to have systems in place that if I ever do hire anyone, I just kind of have a system in place that can work for someone. So Rocco is basically going to be my guinea pig, and I'm going to walk him through, like literally have him go out to my trunk. I already have a bag of clothes there for him. Grab that bag, bring it into the house, and start my entire process of what I do from the time something gets home to the time it is shipped out the door. I don't know if I've ever done a video on that. Comment below if you'd like me to show you that process. I'm going to have Rocco walk through everything with me, and then whatever he kind of takes a liking to or complains the least about is what I'm going to have him focus on. So I'm going to have him do everything from steaming and measuring to doing inventory. I really need to teach him how to do shipping so that if I'm ever away on a trip, he can do shipping for me while I'm gone. That would be awesome. And it's smart to train my youngest because Angie's going to college in the fall too. So I'll have Rocco at home for 2 more years. So it would really be worth my while to teach him some of the skills that I use in my business so that he can help me out. So when I'm cleaning up my office, I'm going to kind of tweak some of the systems I have in place and just see what can be improved upon going into the fall. Number 5. This is a big one, and this is one that would make such a difference in my business, and I've talked about this before, but number 5 is to pull my shipping at night. I'm gonna say it again. Number 5, Lori, pull your shipping before you go to bed. I get so excited as I make sales during the day, and then what's happening is, on the couch too long in the morning, don't start shipping until 9:30. I'm like really going as fast as I can because I usually schedule pickups and I want everything done before my mailman gets here. And I can't tell you how many times I haven't finished my shipping and I have to put out a partial amount that's going out the door because the mailman is here and picking up my stuff. So if I pull my items at night, maybe even print those labels the night before, I'm not even gonna set the expectation that I package stuff. I just wanna pull it, bring it. So my studio, if you're new here, I have a studio in the basement, which is just, I have one room and that's where I keep most of my inventory and it kind of overflows into the other section of the basement. But I just want to go down there, pull out my inventory, bring it upstairs, print all the labels, match up my labels with my inventory so that when I wake up in the morning and I'm not sitting on the couch, I can just come in and get everything ready to go and shipped by like 9 a.m. I'll be done with that. Because what's also happening lately is I've been wanting to thrift more now that I can. As you know, the early bird catches the worm. So I want to make sure that I am at these stores early in the morning so that I have good inventory to choose from. I feel like a lot of my trips lately have been an hour before they close, or I'm not hitting the thrift stores at optimal times. And I think if I got my act together at home, I would be able to shop at better times. So definitely pull shipping at night. That is such an important one to me. Number 6 is, this is a good old staple, list 5 to 7 items a day. I was really good in Thriftless February. If you haven't seen my series on Thriftless February, I actually have a playlist for it, and I will link that right here. But during Thriftless February, I was really focused on listing and not shopping so much, but I set a goal to list 7 items a day, and I really stuck to it, and it made for such a successful month. Lose back. So it made for such a successful month to just be listing consistently, and I really want to get back into that rhythm. So 5 a day, I think for someone like me who is full-time, is pretty conservative. And that also does not include cross-posting. I've been cross-posting on eBay, and sales are definitely picking up over there. I want to continue to do that. I do that with Vendoo. If you have any questions about Vendoo, I did do a video on Vendoo way back when. I need to update that because I did the video at the very early stages when they were in the beta phase, so I should probably update that. But I do have an affiliate code that is linked below where you get a discount, I think, on your first month of service, but Vendoo is great. Listing 5 to 7 items a day, make it your own. If you're looking for inspiration, if for you listing 3 items a day is ideal, then just list 3 items a day. Some people list 20 items a day, and that's great too. Find whatever number works for you and go for that. If you're looking for consistency, just pick a number and stick to it. Number 7 is, it sounds more structured than it really needs to be, but I'm saying I want to spend 2 hours a day in my studio. All that means is I need to make it a priority to get downstairs and do the work. And this kind of encompasses cleaning up my inventory or cleaning my office space, putting inventory away, just being in that space more routinely is really what works for me. So wherever your workspace is, you just want to designate maybe a certain amount of time, whatever you can afford. Maybe it's only 30 minutes a day. Maybe it's 4 hours a day. For me, I can get a lot done in 2 hours. And that would probably include creating some drafts, photographing a lot, measuring, steaming some stuff, putting inventory away. I am not a very linear structured person. I go down there for 2 hours and I'm a little bit all over the place, but it works for me. I'll steam a little bit, I'll measure a little bit, I'll list some, I'll put some inventory away. Some people work better with more structure. Today I am just going to steam absolutely everything and measure. I'm not going to do anything else, but I'm going to steam and measure everything on my clothing rack. I don't work well that way. I'm kind of scatterbrained, so I like to cover a lot of bases. 2 hours is a sweet spot for me. I need to keep up with the Kardashians or put something on Netflix. I love background noise. Watch all of my faves on YouTube and catch up with people and just have something running in the back, listen to a podcast and just find my zone. And that's I'm very happy when I do that, but if I wait too long in the day to get downstairs and work, sometimes it just doesn't happen and then the clutter builds up. Number 8 is to flush out old inventory. I am not the greatest at this. I'm not the best about relisting, although now that Poshmark has the copy relist feature, I've been utilizing that on a daily basis. I haven't been doing huge waves of relisting, but every day I'm relisting 1 or 2 items. But it's also forcing me to look at my inventory and see what just needs to be pulled. I am definitely at that point. There are pieces that I have definitely given enough of my time that I should just let them go. And I think this is a good time of year to just make some space in my bins and just let things go. So I definitely want to flush out some old inventory and just make room for the fall and just feel like I have that fresh start. It is also when we're getting ready to enter Q4. So I keep saying that, but for resellers, it's a really big quarter. And I also want to say that it's not all about Q4. I mean, a lot of people do talk about the summer slowdown. I'm definitely feeling it a little bit. However, I really believe I'm not as productive in the summer. If I was doing things in the summer that I typically do in the fall with more structure, I believe my sales would be better. So I definitely need to just get back on that train and start doing things more consistently to help with that. Number 9 is I need to revisit all of my consignment options. I I did send a box to The Real, and things are definitely selling from that box. I haven't done my follow-up video on that yet because I'm kind of waiting to see how everything works out in the end to update you. There is a huge long line wait for ThreadUp. I think they are going like months out. I believe there is an expedited option where you pay a little bit of money and they process your bag faster, which I think I may opt to do just to move stuff out and to get it processed quickly. I need to schedule an appointment with my consignment store. I need to maybe pull together another box for The Real, maybe make a trip to Plato's Closet, and then do a ThreadUp bag. So these are all things that I want to do that I did back in March when quarantine first started, March and April, but now all those piles are building up again, and that again would be a nice way to just get rid of stuff out of my basement and kind of give me more of a clean slate going into fall. So I definitely need to revisit my consignment store options for kind of my reset button for the fall. Okay, number 10 is the one that I'm most excited about, and I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about a planner that I absolutely love. This is not at all sponsored, not sponsored at all. I just love, and I don't know if I've talked about it before, but I am obsessed with the Passion Planner. So this is my current year Passion Planner, and I started using the Passion Planner, I think back in 2017. It started as a Kickstart business, and it has evolved into just such a beautiful little company. I absolutely adore this company. This is my planner from this year. This is my Passion Planner from, what year is this? This might have been an open one, but I think this was July 2017. I went through a phase where I did like the smaller version in between. I am a total self-proclaimed planner nerd. I love them. My only problem is most of my life I've had planners, and I have multiple planners because I also am a little ADD. So I'll start one planner and then I see another one. I'm like, oh, that seems better. And I'll go in that direction. I'll abandon my planner. Let me know if you have a short attention span with planners like I do. It really wasn't until the Passion Planner that I was like, oh my gosh, I have found my planner. Just want to talk about how this planner helped me with my reselling business. And I really believe it had something to do with the success of my business. At the beginning of each Passion Planner, it has a roadmap for you. One of the things I love about this book is that it's super open-ended. So it gives you space for your own creativity and your own style, which I like. Some people like the structure of a very narrow planner that just gives you, this is what you do at this time. This is what I do at this time. This has a lot of open white space, which I like. It gives me a chance to be a little bit more creative. There's just something about this book that makes me feel so on top of things. So I just want to show you really quickly a few pages from it. This is like, they give you a passion roadmap, and it gives you goals for 1 year, 3 months, 3 years, and lifetime, which I really like, because I think sometimes when we look at our goal planning, we're like, I want to lose 40 pounds, or I want to, have 10,000 subscribers at this point, or I want to sell 500 items. And those are great goals. But for me, it was really nice to have a planner that helped me break it down, because I am definitely one of those people. Like, I'll do a list of 100 things that are my goals, and then I never get to them because I don't really have a plan on how to get there. I actually did map out, film my first YouTube video and give my notice at American Girl to start reselling. Like, I had these goals written in my Passion Planner to get me to where I am today. So I really credit this planner with that. There's a section that has like the little dots for bullet journaling, and they have this section called Space of Infinite Possibility, which I just love that. And you can get as artsy or as basic as you want. I've gone through so many phases where like I've used color blocking to do my days. They have a personal to-do list and then a work to-do list, which I really like, although I feel like I have no personal life lately. I feel like I've just been work oriented. I used to use Erin Condren's planners, which I really loved for a while, but then I think they just got like a little too structured for me, and I just love the Passion Planner. I also like working in a larger book, but they do have 3 sizes. I can't say enough about this. Do go to their website, check out Passion Planner, Go to their Instagram. They have YouTube videos on how different people use their planners. It's just a fascinating company. I'm not sure if they have an affiliate program, but they do have a refer a friend program. So if you use the link below and order your first planner or make a purchase of $14.99 or more, you will get 10% off your first order. They also have this crazy promotion going on that I took advantage of today because I placed an order today, which is why this is on my brain. If you spend, I think it's like $10, you get a free dated planner for 2020. So, obviously you would be getting it probably the end of July or whenever it ships out. And you haven't used the first 7 months of the year, but you get the second half for free. They often run big specials on their planners as the year comes to a close or once they get past that halfway point because they want to filter through all their 2020 calendars. So I got a dated 2020 calendar for free. Let me just highlight a few of the pages that I've done through the years. So this is just silly, but I blocked this off when we went to Miami, so you can make it really fun like that. Like I said, it's very open-ended. I mean, I've had very empty weeks where it says Christmas Eve and nothing else. I say this to my kids all the time. You are stronger than you think. This was kind of years past when I was a little more animated with my color. I think I'm more low key now. Okay, I decided to just come to their website because I just can't do it justice. So they have several different planners, dated, yearly, academic, undated, daily, and then they just added accessories, which I think is really fun. So you can buy tabs for it. These are things that they haven't necessarily had in the past. So if you're a sticker person, I'm going to order these monthly tabs just to make the division of the months a little bit better. I loved these. These are women empowerment stickers. I mean, these are insanely awesome. I love, if you look into the founder of this company, she has a really fascinating story as well. I just love this company. So yeah, all these women empowerment stickers. Who would have thought of that for a planner? So this is a perfect example of pages that are just so cool. I mean, if my pages looked like that, I would be living. But these are all stickers that they've incorporated. But you can see what I mean about having them so open-ended, So that's that on the accessories. But let's get back to the books. So the one that I typically get is this academic one. They've recently updated their website, or I just haven't been on in a while. This is their classic one. I sometimes like to get the fun design on the front because it kind of makes it stand out for the year. Another really cool thing that I forgot to mention is if you want to just try out their stuff, you can download a PDF of their planner pages and just work on the pages for free and print them for free. See how they have this free download section over here? So you can try different layouts and see how you like them. They have coloring pages. I mean, just so much fun. So if you are in need of a new planner, I highly recommend them. Oh, look, they have different languages. You can get it in French. Oh my gosh, they have really come a long way. So spring cleaning, self-care reflections, month to date. So you can really, you can do so much with this stuff. So I will probably end up getting my academic calendar next month, but I did get that free one that's coming in, but it's small. So I'm not sure how I'm going to enjoy that. But yeah, I will show you really quickly the academic calendar and the options that they give you. So you do have a choice of small, medium, or large, and then you can start your week with either Sunday or Monday, which I also think is really cool. I'm a Monday girl, and I usually go with the large because I just like a lot of space. And so you can look in here. There is the personal roadmap that has your goal setting for 3 years, 3 months, lifetime, and I want to make this bigger. 3 years, wish list, 1 year. And then it has you break it down and add specifics. And at the end of every month, they let you reflect on how you did and set goals. I've gotten pretty lazy about filling out my my stuff at the end of the month. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. America runs on Dunkin's. So yeah, this is so they give you the month at a glance, which I don't really use my month. I really use the week, but this is the monthly reflection that I was talking about, what worked, what didn't work, what's the best thing that happened this month, what can you improve on, all good self-reflection. And then they have all these blank pages. So anyways, that is that for this little tour of Passion Planner. Here's the story right here. They have a great team. I just love their company. That's all. That's all. Back to the video. This is more my style now, where I just kind of use a basic fine tip black pen to do my planning. They have a section like this week's focus. So you can see here, I just wrote list. And right here, good things that happened this week. I ended up going in with my own pen and dividing this out to talk about the good things that happened. Just kind of helps you stay positive. My baby's birthday, time with Kath, moved in, time with friends. Like I have all these different things, but I do love the work list versus the personal to-do list. I've also changed these sometimes, and I will do like on the personal list, I'll put like washi tape over that or something, and I'll make that YouTube to do things. And then maybe over here on the work to do stuff, I would do that like Poshmark. So I'll separate it between YouTube and reselling. So you can really personalize it however you want. But I know that when I have a beautiful new planner and things are in order and my life is planned out to some extent, that makes me feel great. And it's a great way to just get back on track. So to review my top 10 tips for helping to snap back and get organized for fall. Number 1, get out of bed early. Try to get out of bed at 7 a.m. and get rid of that quarantine sluggish mindset. Try to get focused. Number 2, what was number 2? List all of my summer items. Get those shorts and bathing suits listed. Number 3, start sourcing for fall inventory. Q4 will be here before we know it, and I just want to get ready. Number 4, clean my office and brush up on my systems that are in place. Just straight up organize, clean. You have a cleaner space, you feel better, you feel more organized, you're more productive. Number 5, pull shipping the night before. I need a gold star next to this one. Pull shipping the night before, maybe print out labels the night before so that when I get started early in the morning, I can get my shipping done right away and just set myself up for a better day. Number 6 is list 5 to 7 items a day or whatever number works for you. Just be listing consistently because it helps to make for good habits. Number 7, spend 2 hours a day in my studio or my workspace just to kind of get back into work mode. Whatever that looks like for you, the number doesn't matter, like whether it's an hour, 45 minutes, just do what works for you. Number 8, flush out old inventory, actually pull some stuff that I really don't want to sell anymore, that doesn't bring me joy anymore, and just kind of just tighten things up a bit. Number 9 is make my appointments with consignment stores and any online consignment places like ThreadUp or The RealReal, and just move more product out of the house during the last 2 months of summer. So July and August, get that stuff out of the house so that I have a clean slate ready to go come September 1st. And number 10, which I spent a lot of time on, is update my calendar with new goals and just prepare my new planner, which is the Passion Planner, which I love so much, and just get that kind of all in order and start my planning in there. The calendar really is a big motivator for me. So that's all for my top 10 tips. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. What are you doing, or what are some tips from you that you do to get ready for a new season? I'm really looking forward to snapping back. I'm also getting back on board with my keto diet. I rode my Peloton bike for the first time in 2 weeks today. I was so mad at myself for getting away from it, but if any of you have a Peloton, Allie Love, who's my favorite instructor, just did a Whitney Houston playlist. It's just like a Whitney Houston ride, 30 minutes long. Oh my God, best ride ever. I'm planning on, she challenged us to do it 5 times. So I'm planning to do it 5 times and just get better each time because it is so motivating. Who doesn't love Whitney? So yeah, so I definitely want to get back on track with dieting also, but I tried to keep this more about reselling and business life. So that's it. I hope you're all having a great week. I wish you all some organization as we head into the second half of summer, and I hope everybody's staying safe, and I hope business is going well, and I will be back with you with a video on Wednesday. I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.